Hello friends, welcome to my channel, Duo Entertainment. Today we will know the life story of Michael Jackson. Michael Joseph Jackson was an American singer, songwriter, dancer, and philanthropist. Michael Joseph Jackson was born in Gary, Indiana on August 29, 1958. He was the eighth of 10 children in the Jackson family, a working-class American family living in a two-bedroom house on Jackson Street. His mother, Catherine Esther Jackson May Screws, played clarinet and piano, had aspired to be a country and western performer, and worked part-time at Sears. His father, Joseph Walter Joe Jackson, a former boxer, was a crane operator at a steel and played guitar with a local rhythm and blues band, the Falcons, to supplement the family's income. In 1964, Michael and Marlon joined the Jackson Brothers, a band formed by their father, which included Jackie, Tito, and Jermaine as backup musicians playing congas and tambourine. Later in 1965, Michael began sharing lead vocals with Jermaine, and the group's name was changed to the Jackson. The Jackson 5 also performed at clubs and cocktail lounges where striptease shows were featured, and in local auditoriums and high school dances. The Jackson 5 recorded several songs for a Gary record label, Stilton Records. Their first single, Big Boy, was released in 1968. In 1970, they hold their first concert as Motown artists appear on their first album cover. Soul magazine begin their first national tour and become the first group to have 4 consecutive hits from the 1980s. Jackson became a figure of controversy and speculation due to his changing appearance, relationships, behavior, and lifestyle. Michael was married twice in his life. Michael Jackson married Debbie Rowe on November 14, 1996. The couple shared 3 children together: Prince, Paris, and Blanket. The couple got divorced on October 8, 1999, Jackson's first child with ex-wife Debbie Rowe. Michael Joseph Jackson Jr. was born on February 13, 1997. In Los Angeles, in March 1991, Jackson renewed his contract with Sony for $65 million, equivalent to $129,317,127. In 2021, a record-breaking deal, beating Neil Diamond's renewal contract with Columbia Records. In 1993, Evan Chandler, a dentist and screenwriter based in Los Angeles, accused the American singer Michael Jackson of sexually abusing 13-year-old son Jordan. In January 1994, Jackson settled with the Chandlers out of court for a reported total sum of $23 million. Michael Jackson has received many honors and awards in his life. Jackson is one of the best-selling music artists in history, with deals calculated by various origins up to $400 million to $1 billion in 1992. He was honored as a Point of Light ambassador by Bush for inviting disadvantaged children to his Neverland Ranch. Jackson won hundreds of awards, making him one of the most awarded artists in popular music. His awards include 39 Guinness World Records, including the most successful entertainer of all time, In 1992, he was honored as a Point of Light ambassador by Bush for inviting disadvantaged children to his Neverland Ranch presidents from Ronald Reagan. Through to Barack Obama admired Michael and welcomed him to the White House. He was honored by Presidents Reagan, Bush, and Clinton. In July 2009, the Lunar Republic Society named a crater on the moon after Jackson. On June 25, 2009, less than 3 weeks before his concert residency was due to begin in London, with all concerts sold out, Jackson died from cardiac arrest caused by a propofol and benzodiazepine overdose. Jackson was administered propofol, lorazepam, and midazolam. His death was caused by a propofol overdose. Jackson's music videos and Jackson specials aired on television stations around the world. Jackson's memorial was held on July 7, 2009 at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Jackson's unmarked crypt at the end of the Sanctuary of Ascension in the Holly Terrace of the In 2016, Forbes estimated the Jackson estate's annual gross income at $825 million, the largest ever recorded for any celebrity, mostly due to sales of the Sony/TV catalog. In 2018, the figure was $400 million. This was the 8th year since his death. The Jacksons' annual earnings were reported to exceed $100 million, bringing Jackson's post-mortem total to $2.4 billion. Forbes has consistently recognized Jackson as one of the highest-earning deceased celebrities since his death. Placing him in the top spot from 2013 to 2020. The personal relationships of Michael Jackson have been the subject of public and media attention for several decades. The King of Pop is one of the biggest names in the music industry and has stayed the same despite his passing away 13 years ago. Besides having a big name, the singer also had a big fortune through his albums. Michael Jackson's music and groundbreaking creativity changed the very infrastructure of the way music is produced and promoted. Michael Jackson has gone down in history as a legend, and he may always be the king of pop. Michael Jackson was an American singer-songwriter and dancer who was the most popular entertainer by the world in the early and mid-1980s. Even today, he is widely regarded as the king of pop. Michael Jackson fought and defeated racial barriers in the music industry, endured his father's abuse for years until he successfully made a name for himself and helped people around the world through his humanitarianism and music. Thanks for watching this video.